Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general collective reading, okay? You will know best how this fits on your timeline. Could be past, present, or future, all right? So keep that in mind. Now let's see what you guys need to know. What is happening in the collective energy today? What's the message? We have the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, okay, and the Ten of Wands, Three of Swords at the bottom. So it looks like we have a King of Swords here that is feeling very burdened right now. There's a lot of pressure on this person, all right? They could be facing entrapment. They could be trapped, imprisoned in a way, all right? Or that's what they're going through currently. Let's see. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Why is the Eight of Swords here? Okay. This has to do with a message from a King of Cups in reverse. And something about being heartbroken, being hurt. All right, some sort of injury. A King of Cups in the reverse sent a message or communicated something, hoping for some sort of imprisonment or entrapment. All right. Who's the King of Swords? Strength. The King of Swords in the reverse. Oh, okay. This character again. And the Five of Wands. Something about a fight, an argument, a conflict. Okay, why is the Ten of Wands here? The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Something about not getting a blessing, not getting a gift. In the past. This has to do with somebody feeling burdened in the past because of the loss of an investment, losing a gift, not getting a blessing, someone taking some sort of action, quick action. So somebody took action because in the past they didn't have a gift, or they lost a gift or a blessing or an investment, and they felt burdened by this. Okay, tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please. Eight of Swords. On top of the Eight of Swords, double whammy, all right? Somebody's stuck. This looks like prison. All right. Why is someone here in the double slammer? A community. It's a whole community in the double slammer, okay? For a death, for a coffin. A King of Cups in reverse is trying to communicate something to get a bunch of people imprisoned for a coffin, for a death. But they're a King of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more about what this King of Cups in the reverse is communicating here. Oh, they're communicating something in secret, hidden, about a Queen of Swords. All right, or maybe they're pretending to be a Queen of Swords in secret, okay? What's that about? I think I'm gonna make it a crime hour, guys. I'm already getting that feeling. Something about coming out of poverty, coming out of lack, coming out of debt, overcoming hardship. An illusion, all right? Yeah, it's giving me catfish vibes for some reason. Okay, tell me more about this King of Cups in the reverse. Communicating something. Oh, look at that. Girl talk. Oh. And that is so strange that I was just saying that, you know, I asked what the King of Cups in reverse is communicating, and it comes out the Queen of Swords and the Moon, which was making me feel like this person is pretending to be a woman. And look what comes out, girl talk. So we have a King of Cups in reverse that's pretending to be a girl. Is that what this is? Okay, they're pretending to be a girl. They're catfishing someone. Or they're talking to a girl. About having a new phase in a relationship, rekindling something, renewing something, transforming something. Or this is how they're trying to transform something or rekindle something and get a bunch of people locked up for a death. It's a King of Cups in the reverse that's communicating this. What's the Three of Swords? Heartbroken. Something about being heartbroken. That's what they're saying. That's what they're communicating about being deeply hurt, sad, separation, grieving. And they're pretending to be a Queen of Swords, or somebody is in secret, secretly talking to someone. What is that about? It has to do with this, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So a lot of money, a large amount of money, generational wealth, or an inheritance, and an Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love. And a heart, yeah, somebody is manipulating this, all right? This is a liar, a criminal, a thief, a manipulator that's lying about somebody being heartbroken, or this is what they're saying. They're communicating about you being heartbroken and hurt, all right? In secret. I really feel like with this King of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords girl talk, that this King of Cups in reverse is pretending to be a woman. They're pretending to be a girl talk. Or they're pretending to talk to a girl about something here, all right? Who's this King of Swords? Bad health. Okay, this is somebody that's talking about, or this has to do with bad health, somebody having a fight breaking out. With a King of Swords in the reverse, somebody that's strong, that's stronger than someone else, putting them in bad health. And somebody is in despair about losing a job, in despair about being out of work, or somebody's in despair that the plan didn't work, or something about losing a job. Yeah, something about coming out of poverty, overcoming hard times, sadness, despair. What is occupation reverse? Yeah, this has to do with messages, okay? What's that about? Somebody feeling rejected, feeling unhappy, rejected, ungrateful, not getting what they want. Okay. This, yeah, no wish fulfillment. Somebody's not getting their wishes fulfilled. This is not a dream come true. Unhappiness with a house, with a home, a property. What is going on here? What's going on here? Oh, you know, just 3 people working together or more. A group collaboration. That's what's going on here. That's why it's so confusing, okay? With an Empress, working together with an Empress. What is this bad? This is an illusion. All of this is an illusion, and that's why it's so confusing, because it's all an illusion. So what's the illusion here? Let's just get straight to the bottom of it. That there was a broken family, a family that fell apart, and that somebody was rejected, or someone was jealous and resentful. Somebody was rejected in love, unrequited love, and something about a broken family falling apart. toxic family, rejection. That's the illusion. And look who's behind all of it. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, hello, King of Cups in reverse. Mastermind, I guess. Okay. And look what's at the bottom here. I can't make it up. The Seven of Cups. It's all an illusion. All of it. So what is the illusion with this King of Cups in reverse? Well, they came out next to this Page of Wands and wanting to rekindle something, have a new phase in something, somebody changing their mind, talking to a girl talk, someone talking on the phone. Is this a catfish master? All right. Have they mastered the art of catfishing? Because that's kind of what it's giving me. Oh, they're a master. I can't. So they're a master. They've mastered the art of catfishing. Okay, so how many people are they pretending to be? Huh? They're pretending to be a Queen of Swords. I can see that much. Who else are they pretending to be? Who else are they pretending to be? Two of Swords. Too many. Can't see it. It's an illusion. Something about coming out of poverty, coming out of bad health, overcoming financial hardship. All right. There's something here that's not seen clearly. Something can't be seen clearly about someone coming out of bad health or overcoming hardship. What is that? What is that? It's whatever they thought of, okay? Whatever they thought of, right? Look, this is the King of Cups in reverse, and this is who they're thinking of now. They're like, well, why don't I just pretend to be this person? Why don't I just pretend to be this woman? And then tomorrow I'll be this man, and then I'll just be this person. How about that? I mean, my opportunities of pretending to be other people is endless, right? Something about poverty, all right? What's this? They thought that was the key. They thought they had the key. The key to what? The passwords or what? The snake. This enemy, this person that thinks they're clever and malicious in competition with you. This snake thought they had the key to solve all of their problems. Oh, just a little bit of identity fraud. What's the biggie, guys? What's the biggie? Love in reverse. Oh, they thought they had the key to be a snake and make something look like there's no love, right? So if reality doesn't reflect what they're trying to say, how about they just create this reality by being a snake and a catfish master? An identity fraudster. How about that? We can just create the reality we're trying to reflect, right? I guess is their whole agenda here. So they thought they had the key because they think they're a clever little snake. All right, so why is this King of Swords in reverse here? Who is this? This is the Sword of Truth, all right? Now there's clarity and truth and revelation about a King of Swords in the reverse and some sort of a fight. Oh, it's a mask. I can't make it up. So let me get this straight. King of Swords in reverse doesn't actually exist. King of Swords in reverse is the alter ego of King of Cups in reverse. They just have a mask on. So it's basically the same person, but they have the mask on of a King of Swords in the reverse. Is that what this shit is? They're not showing their true face. They're hiding, personifying, and pretending. That's the truth. The truth is this is a mask. The truth is this is a fake identity, a stolen identity, a catfish, okay? And they can't run away from this. They can't get out of this now. Oh no. The truth about the mask. Okay, what's the truth about the mask, huh? The truth about the mask is the messages. Who's writing those messages? Who's pretending to be a King of Swords in reverse? You want to know who came out next to the Page of Wands over here? This guy. A King of Cups in the reverse. All right. Oh, that's why they're so scared right now? That's why they're terrified? That's why they're freaking out. They're terrified right now. Okay, some sort of messages that they sent. They sent messages, okay? And they can't defend themselves now. And they can't defend themselves now with something that was given to someone, or can't defend themselves with giving something to someone. All right? So they pretended to be someone else, right? And now they can't defend themselves. They lost. Look, they can't mirror it. They can't switch it around. They can't mirror it. They can't steal someone's identity. They're defeated. They lost. They can't switch something around. They can't balance it out. Okay? They thought they were a master of catfishing, apparently. All right? What is it that they can't switch around here? That they are a watcher, a looker, a stalker, a hacker, and an identity stealer. All right, that's what they can't switch around. And it's time. Time's up for them. They've been spending a lot of time watching you, stalking you, hacking you, reading your messages, pretending to be you. Yeah, they've spent a lot of time doing this, right? They spend all their time doing this. Camera, stealing your pictures, looking through your past, all right? Trying to change the perception of the past by looking and stalking and hacking through your things. All this time, this person's been watching you, stalking you, taking pictures, pretending to be you. Fucking weirdo, really. Ten of Wands. Coffin, okay? They need to put the burden on someone here when it comes to a coffin. When it comes to a permanent ending, all right? So what's that about? A stupid risk that they took. A really stupid risk that they took. 3 of Cups. So is this all of their alter egos? Is this all of their fake identities? Or is this a group of people they went towards? See, now I'm not sure. Is this really different people, or is this just all the people they're pretending to be? Huh? 9 of Cups. There's just one person. Behind all of these people, there's only one person. One person is behind all of these people. Really? How interesting. There was never a betrayal. There was never a betrayal. It's just them and all their alter egos that they've created. That was just their plan to lie. That was their big plan, to lie and to get away with something. Was to create a bunch of fake identities, really? Oh man, okay. Well, moment of enlightenment. What's the Ace of Pentacles reverse? Oh my God, keys on a ring. Look at this. Many options. Okay, look at, they have all these people. These are different people. These are different identities that they swap between, right? They have all these different identities that they just swap between. They're like, okay, so look, I have this phone here, and this phone has this person's identity, and then I have this phone here and this person's identity, and I'm just gonna pretend that we're texting back and forth. That's what they did, really. Oh man. What a dumbass. Okay, so what else do we need to know before I get into the crime hour, crime cards? They can't defend themselves. They don't have a defense for this one. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This was straight up manipulation, okay? Straight up manipulation. Straight up trying to win at all costs, okay? Get what they want. This was revenge. And now they can't defend themselves here with something about losing money, not having money, all right? Being financially unstable, or what's that about? The Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, it's an Emperor in the reverse. It's a controlling, egocentric, self-absorbed sociopath, all right, behind all of this. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that the King of Cups, that the King of Cups in reverse is the King of Swords in reverse? Are you telling me that's the same person? Are they the same person? It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Cancer. It's an illusion. It's the illusion. It's one person. The illusion is it's one person. 17. 1-7. The illusion is, and this, look, the video that I'm watching right now, the song that's playing, this song, this YouTube song has 173 likes. The 7 is between the 1 and the 3. So the illusion is that there's 3 people, but there's actually only 1. The illusion is that there's 3 people, but there's actually only 1. There's 1 person behind 3 identities. Huh. Well. And this has something to do with what was brought to the Emperor about a relationship. So I don't know if this couple that went to the Emperor, if they're really that couple, or if it's all this King of Cups in reverse pretending to be this couple. I mean, in that case, then they didn't go in person, obviously, right? They did not appear to the Emperor in person. Is it all one person, or did a couple appear to the Emperor? I don't know. It's something that somebody doesn't want to come to light, all right? They're trying to stop an ending. They're trying to stop a transformation. A King of Wands in the reverse. Three people. Again, there's 3 people here. What the hell is this? Who is this person pretending to be? Who is this King of Cups pretending to be? On a phone. Oh, how many phones? All right, they got 1 phone and a Queen of Cups. Look at this. The King of Wands, High Priestess, 3 people. Or multiple people. It doesn't have to be just 3. I don't know. This person could do this to a lot of people, but it's multiple people. And I feel like you, King of Wands, you already knew this. You already knew this. Or you already had an intuitive feeling that all of these people are catfish. Or all these people are just one person behind it all. Is that something that this King of Wands already knew? You already knew that. Well, I guess I'm late to the party, huh? I guess I'm late, all right? The Sun. I guess I'm late to this. Okay, so someone already knew all this, and that's why something was a failure. That's why something is a failure. That's why something failed, or that's why something wasn't going to go anywhere at all. because it's all one person. The Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. This has to do with someone being sad and depressed and alone and feeling rejected or feeling unhappy, not getting what they want. Someone being depressed, unhappy, and feeling rejected. That Judgment. Why would they do something that dumb? That is so dumb. They went to someone in law and told them and pretended to be someone else. This is almost like somebody stealing someone's identity and then trying to file a report against you, but they've stolen someone's identity. They're pretending to be someone else. Which is so, like, if they did that, then, you know, huh? They didn't think that would come back to bite them? They didn't think anybody would ask questions? Or was it anonymous? I don't know. Like, did they think that, oh, if I just make an anonymous report, then no one's going to ask questions? Or, I mean, what is that? How the hell did they do that? The Four of Pentacles, the messages, with messages that they held on to or that they have in their possession or that they have in their control somehow, about a fight, about an argument, a fight breaking out. And this is how they're trying to get away with a death. So this King of Cups in reverse is trying to blame other people. That's basically it. They're trying to get a whole community of people. See, look, they don't really care who. They don't really care who goes to prison for this death, as long as it's not them. As long as it's not them. They don't care who they have to pretend to be, as long as it's not them going down. Is that really what happened? I mean, that is so dumb. Like, as if people don't ask questions. The devil. This person is just crazy, okay? They're just fucking psycho, all right? They are just psycho. The Nine of Pentacles. High Priestess and the King of Cups. It was them behind all of this the whole time, wasn't it? Behind all of it. Like, even the fake identities. I don't know. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're pretending to be a Queen of Swords. And then they're pretending to be a King of Swords, I think. I'm assuming. And then they're pretending to be a third person. Oh my God, really? Really, huh? And then and something about a fight here. Messages about a fight breaking out. The thing though is, like, look, if this is really someone that took this to the law and they're pretending to be this person and that person, don't they think that at some point these people would be questioned? You know what I mean? Like, how does that make sense? Wouldn't they be questioned at some point? And then what? Like, I don't get it. It's the Three of Pentacles. Or is it people working together? Or are they in on it? I'm not sure. I am really not sure at this point. The Queen of Swords and trying to... A Queen of Swords getting away. Something about a Queen of Swords getting away. That was the plan. Planning on getting away. The Hermit. Planning with a secret identity catfish stalker profile. What the hell was the plan here? This is the truth about somebody stressed out, depressed, anxious. The truth about someone stressed out, anxious, depressed, scared, nervous, paranoid, sad, grieving. That's the truth, that they planned this with a catfish profile. And it's something about justice and the Queen of Wands. But is it really the Queen of Wands that went to justice? Is it really the Queen of Wands? Wait a minute, is this Queen of Wands really the Queen of Wands, or is this a catfish? Is this a fake person? I'm not sure right now what to think of all this stuff. Wait a minute, is the Queen of Wands really the Queen of Wands? A twin. No, it's a twin. It's a mate. A partnership, a relationship being over, no second chances. So is this really the Queen of Wands though? Have faith, love is coming. All right, I guess it's not time yet for us to know. Cupid's arrow. The arrow. It's not time yet for that one, I guess. Okay, so I don't know, but there's definitely a King of Cups here that was pretending to be multiple people, that's for sure. Or did this King of Cups in reverse catfish the Queen of Wands into going to justice? Like they manipulated them into going to justice, into going to the justice system. It's all on a phone, man. Something on a phone. Everything they did, it was a failure. Something that they did on a phone, it wasn't going to work out. They weren't going to reap anything from this. It wasn't going to go anywhere. It was a failure. Because they lied about being hurt. Or they were trying to get away with hurting someone or somebody getting hurt. They lied about this, and that's why it was a failure. And they tried to switch something around or balance something out or whoever this King of Cups in reverse is, they knew that they did all this with a fake identity or swapping things around, faking identities, switching identities or something like that. Messages, switching things around with messages or communication. They thought they were a master, a catfish master, a swapping master, Page of Cups. A plan with messages. They worked on these messages. They switched things around in messages. But there was never a betrayal. And this has to do with an Empress getting money. An Empress getting money, receiving money for something. But there was never a betrayal. What the fuck did they do? What did they switch around here? Stuff with a relationship. They switch things around with a relationship, okay? I feel like they straight up catfished everything. I don't know. And a message of concern. And then they got a message of concern about a relationship because they switched things around. Because they switched a bunch of things around. Okay. Because they were watching, looking, stalking, and hacking. So they were watching, looking, stalking, hacking, and the information that they got from that, they were using to switch it around. Who's in a relationship? Who's in a relationship with who? They kept switching things around. Mirror and mirroring it. No, so the Queen of Wands has to be a catfish too, a fake profile too. So they must have not gone there in person then. Why the fuck would they do that? That is so dumb. I don't understand how they thought this would work. Because if the Queen of Wands is a catfish or a fake identity, then at some point they would be questioned, right? And then they would be like, huh, what are you talking about? Or were they in on it? Was this Queen of Wands in on this? Or they knew about this? I can't tell, but you're not telling me. An engagement ring. An engagement ring. They mirrored this with an engagement ring. Or, again, it's like they pretended to be someone. All right, so I think I'm going to leave this one as is and just close it out now. And then we'll see, maybe in the next reading I'll do a crime hour. Okay, let's see. What else? 3 of Pentacles, 3 people or multiple people. Yeah, okay. Did not communicate. It's like, it's not these people. It's like multiple people, but it's not these people that are sending these messages. It's not these people that are writing these messages, receiving these messages, and it's multiple people that are not communicating or not texting or not getting all this stuff. And now the cycle is closing out on this. All right, now this is ending out. This has to do with somebody not having fear in the past, or this is why somebody wasn't scared of what they were doing in the past. And I feel like this is the King of Cups in reverse. This is why this person felt like indestructible, or they felt like unstoppable in the past. They did not have any fear of this coming back to them because they were pretending to be a bunch of other people. They did all of this thinking it was not going to come back to them. They weren't scared at all when they did this because they thought that they thought they had tied up all the loose ends, or they had tied up any connection to this having anything to do with them, or that they were involved. It's like they shoved it on a lot of different people. They thought they were in the clear. That was the strategy, all right? That was High Priestess. That was the plan. That was the plan. And they really thought they kept their fingers out of everything. And they thought this would never get traced back to them. And no one would ever find out it was them behind it all. They really thought they were going to get away with this by catfishing. Stealing identities, really. Well, they really thought, look, they really thought this was a good defense and they would get away with this. They really thought that. But that this reading is here tells me they're not getting away with it. They're not getting away with this. Nope, they're not getting away with what they did on the phone. With all the phones, with all the phone hacking, all right? All the multiple burner phones, clone phones. They're not getting away with this. They're not. Why not? Oh, because it's them. Because it's them. Look, and look who comes out in the reverse again. King of Cups in reverse and Queen of Pentacles. So King of Cups in reverse, like, look, I'll pretend to be this girl and you pretend to be this guy. And then I'll pretend to be this girl and you pretend to be that girl. And that's how they did it, I guess. That's how they thought nobody would ever find out it's them. On the phone, behind the phone, hacking the phone, right? And the Queen of Cups. Who the hell is the Queen of Cups? Or it's the King of Cups? I don't know. Something about a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and someone losing a lot of money. Something about a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody being financially unstable, losing money. Oh, is this another person they cloned? Is this another person they pretended to be? Okay. So they're already pretending to be the Queen of Swords here. And I feel like they also pretended to be the Queen of Cups. Wow, they're pretending to be a lot of people, aren't they? So how many phones do they have? Huh? Interesting. Interesting. Judgment. You're under judgment. You were seen. You were seen. King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Who are all these fucking people? And something about a fight. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this Queen of Wands in reverse is real. If this is like a victim of theirs, a catfishing victim of theirs. It kind of feels that way, because how else would this work, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. That'll come out at a later date. They definitely can't defend themselves, okay? With this family situation, there's a whole family here now that can't defend themselves, or somebody can't defend themselves. They can't protect themselves. They're defenseless when it comes to a family. Okay, they're defenseless now. Why? Because of a marriage. They can't defend something here because of a marriage, a family, a married couple going to the judge, going to the law, going to the court system, going to the justice system. I mean, like I said, I don't know if this is like one person that can't defend, that they pretended to be a whole family or a lot of different people. Or why won't you tell me if the Queen of Wands in reverse is real? Is that really her? Giving and receiving affection. Okay. Transcending an obstacle. That's all you're telling me. This is how they transcended the obstacle. It has something to do with how they tried to transcend the obstacle that they were watching, looking, and stalking and hacking. So basically they brought other people into it to divert attention, okay? Paradise. Yeah, all of their multiple identities, all right? Their multiple identities in the past. That's all you're telling me right now. Okay, so we gotta wait until the next episode comes out, guys, all right? Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope this helps. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Bye.